Nomad Bike Rider here with a video for my buddy Jeff and his lovely bride Jan. So they were telling me that they watch my videos and they said I make it look easy. And how do I find a place to sleep and whatnot? So tomorrow morning I'm going on a bike ride. It's just south of Kansas City. So I was about 18 miles north of here, just north of Kansas City a little bit. And I thought, I'm just going to go down there and stay the night. That way I'm already posted up. So as I'm driving down here, the first thing I do is I start looking around. And the bike ride starts right over there, where those cars are coming from. And it's a village or something, and there's a bunch of shops and restaurants. So the first thing I noted was that this is not going to work. I'm not going to be able to sleep here. So as soon as I'm getting to a place, I'm always constantly scoping out if I'm planning on sleeping somewhere stealthy. I'm always looking for a place that might work. So as you're seeing this street here, I would never stay on a street like this for various reasons. I've done it a couple times. It's super uncomfortable. You don't get real good sleep because you're worried about people calling the cops or knocking on your door and saying, hey, what the hell are you doing here, that kind of thing. Plus, more importantly to me anyway, is the fact that I feel like it's disrespectful for somebody who's paid a lot of money to have a beautiful home on this incredibly tree-lined street. It's just so well kept here. I think it'd be disrespectful for me to post up in front of their house and go to sleep. So that said, I'm going to go back a little ways to where I think might be a potential spot, and I will check in with you when I get there and at least show you what I think a potential spot looks like. So I'll see you in just a bit. I'm pulling into what I think is a potential spot. Now, when Jeff said I made this look easy, it's not. And this would not be my first choice. In fact, lately I've been so damn spoiled with Boondockers Welcome, but tonight I have no plan. So what I'm looking for is, okay, it looks nice and chill back here, but a couple things. Are there any cameras on the building over here? Not that anybody's monitoring them, but there's the potential that somebody could see that or whatever and send the cops. And then I've got these cars over here. I want to try to get the vibe of what they're doing. It looks like a dentist building here on my left. So I'm not sure what's going on with these guys. Of course, I'm not sure about anything, so that's the problem. So I'm going to go around here one more time, and I like the fact that it has no lights. I like the fact that it's completely abandoned back there. I like the fact that it's a Friday night and it's a 3-day weekend, so it's not very likely that anybody's coming into the dentist office tomorrow. And who knows, maybe they've been closed for COVID, whatever. The only thing that I wish was a little different about this spot is that it wasn't so visible from the street. Because this spot, like right here, is perfect. I could back in, have my back to that. I think I'm just going to kind of check it out and see what I feel like. A lot of what I do here is based on how I feel. And if I like the way I feel, then I do it. So I'm backing in here. Back. I got my little bubble. Looks level to me. It's the other thing, you got to find a level spot. So, I'm just going to sit here for a minute, see what it feels like. So, one thing to keep in mind about stealth camping like this, when you're first doing it, it can be exhausting. So, I actually just saw a church that would be perfect, right? You would think that'd be great at church, but you're never, pretty much in my experience, welcome to park at a church. There was some houses around it. Again, going back to that whole thing where it would be disrespectful. Now, there's some houses over there, right across the street, and it is light enough to where I can be seen, not to mention that the Stickers Quick Van sticks out like a sore thumb. The the really cool thing would be that if it was already pitch black and I was backing into here, just pull up, shut the blinds down, get your Kindle out, start reading, and go to sleep. But it's pretty early. It's 7:36. It's not going to be dark for about an hour and a half. So this is a pretty vulnerable spot. Outside of driving about 15 miles north of here to where I know I found some spots that would work, this is about a pretty decent little option. I think I digressed a little bit. The one thing to keep in mind about this kind of thing is that if I was pulling up, it was, like I said, already dark, and I was comfortable with it, and I was just going straight to bed, it's not that big of a deal, because a spot like this, nobody... Now, think about, you're driving down that street right there. What are all those people doing? They're just looking straight ahead. They're not looking around to see if some van life dude is poached up in a spot for the night. They're focused on where they're going. You know, maybe the folks in that yellow house, they might not ever even look over here. Maybe that's the garage. In fact, it looks like that's the garage side of the house. So they probably don't even have any windows that look over here. It's Friday night. It's 7:30. They've had a long work week. So they're not going to be poking around and looking across the street to see if anybody's trying to get a good night's sleep over here. So that's lesson number one. Lesson number two is that in a place like this, it doesn't look real high crime. I'm not suspecting that there's a lot of police activity here. So that's upside too. On the other hand, if they do have a patrol at night, they might glance over here and see this van. I could park over there, back in over there. That might be better, actually, because then at least I wouldn't be visible from the street. So let's do that. I just didn't like how unlevel it was, but it might be better just because it's more secluded, right? So we'll go smack in the middle here. Well, see, then you're still visible from over there, and those guys might be at a meeting. Who knows what they're doing? And it doesn't look very level. Okay. See the bubble? Not real good. So I'm going to go back to our first spot. I'm just going to bite the bullet, and I'm going to stay the night here. That's what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll just back into that guy. That's pretty off level. I liked our spot, the first one, so. But this is the challenge about trying to find a stealth spot to sleep. Trying to find a spot that you're comfortable with, that you don't think you're going to get hassled, that you're not disrespecting people who have worked hard for a nice place to live. So, oh, there's the curb. Nice and level. And I open the door and shut it like that just because my headlights stay on if I don't for quite a while before they time out. So that's why I open the door. That shuts them off. So I'm going to go ahead and do this here tonight. I'm going to stay the night. And first, and before I go, I want to actually mention Jeff and Jan and congratulate them on their... So they want a van. They want to get into this. It's hard to get one right now. So I'm really, really impressed with them because they're taking their Subaru Outback. They're traveling. They went to California, stayed in some hotels. They're planning a hotel trip up the whole coast of California, all the way up into Bend, Oregon. So that's the spirit, you know. You just do with what you got. And this is what I got. And we're going to see if it works here tonight. I'll let you know in another video if this doesn't work. But I'm going to call this my home tonight. And that'll be that. So, good night. I'll see you tomorrow. So I'm going to do a little supplement video here to a spot. You can hear the heater running. It's cold in Missouri tonight. This is sort of my, I just brushed and flossed. So a couple of signs that I am comfortable and that I'm going to stay somewhere for the night is that I brushed and flossed, and now I'm getting my coffee ready. I always, you know, get my coffee ready. That way, in the morning, all I got to do is turn the inverter on and push the button, get the cream and sugar going while the coffee's brewing, and that's that. This is a sign that I have chosen my spot. And I wanted to also elaborate on something too, in the fact that one of the things I didn't mention, in addition to people just looking forward, you know, and kind of in their zone and going to and fro to their home or whatever, places also have a normal natural rhythm to them. And that natural rhythm, you can think about it in your own life. Even if you live on a busy street, generally speaking, even the busy streets get pretty quiet sooner or later. So I'm expecting that road out there that I'm parked by to get quiet by 9:30 at the latest, and the occasional person roaming by. But after that, it'll be super mellow all night long. I'll be up early, drinking my coffee, doing a little more reading. I'm a little earlier than I'd like to be, but no big deal. So, and I've also decided that I'm going to wait to finish the video and check in one more time in the morning from hopefully the spot. So, I hope I have a good night's sleep. And I hope you do too. And I'll see you in the morning from wherever it is that I wake up. Good morning and welcome to coffee time. I did manage to stay here last night. No problems. That little street out there was a little busier than I thought it would be. It was, I'm not going to say I got the greatest night's sleep, but it was pretty quiet overall. Fairly dark. There was a light came on over here sometime in the night and was just piercing in, and I was too damn lazy to get the blinds shut. I got to get something different. These blinds that I fashioned on here with Carlos before I left on this leg of the trip, they just don't look really well. So especially on that side, you got to reach through the bikes. And anyway, long story short, I got to fix those sooner or later. But I'm gonna have a couple cups of coffee, have some of my oatmeal and whatnot. Then I'm just gonna head on over. It's about 1.5 miles or so to where the bike rides start. It looks cold out there, so, and breezy. It might be a tough ride, and I'm feeling kind of beat up. So I'm gonna just sit here, be real still and calm and quiet, gather myself, relax, and let my body sort of regenerate itself into the day. So, anyway, that was actually a little easier than it normally is to find a spot. It's not quite that fast when you're in a neighborhood setting like this, but maybe it has to do with the nature of being in the Midwest. People might be a little mellower here, I don't know, but found this spot. It was good, it worked, and tonight I'll be by some friend's house, so that'll be a lot easier. And onwards and upwards. Anyway, I hope that you learned something a little bit about finding a spot in the van. And if you'd like more of this type of video, just leave a comment down below and correspond with me, and we'll put something together and we'll have fun doing it. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.